Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Chicago Bears. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. You look at this Bears defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. A 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Returnable for Thomas. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
There's a short one caught by Loveland. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. Down the left sideline. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. How do we find out who my playmakers are? Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 36 yards on the play.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And able to get this out to the 25.
And they're on 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go play action here with Williams. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A pitch out to Swift here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles are back within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Bears 14, Eagles 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
They'll give it to the 2nd-year, 7th-round pick, Kyle Mononga. And this will be a Bears first down as they get this up to about the 42.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Looking to throw is Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
To the air, Williams. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Pick up a 15 yards there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. Jalen Carter in on that tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here in their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here's Thomas on the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. On the move to his left. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Well, they tried to put him on the move, and the whole idea of doing that by bootlegging him out of the pocket is to freeze the defenders and gain an advantage, but they didn't bite at all on that one. Saw it the whole way and did a nice job getting him on the ground before he can get rid of the football.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Williams, a give to Monangai. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
They went into a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Here's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Colston Loveland, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to extend their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, and that was a big-time hit right there. And receivers understand when they run into the danger zone, that's the expectation. Really good job of catching the football, holding on, despite the discouraging type of a hit.
They go play action here on first down. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, look out, because here they come.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll roll him out right. There's a short one caught by Loveland. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Williams. Flush to his right. And gets it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 137 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Now 2nd and 3. Pass caught right side by Loveland. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
And an Eagle.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 35 yards. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's Williams. Escaping the pressure right. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
15 yards.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
45-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before break. Williams to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Thomas. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. 3rd down and 6. Working out of the gun, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On the option to give to Swift here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. From from the gun on third down. Williams. Thomas has got it. Complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped. Too shy of the 30. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Monangai going to run it out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Able to get away. Forced out to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Bears take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now the point after try for Santos. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they want.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is Smith to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. This quarterback now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Throwing is Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Monangai up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
To the air, Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Swift going to try up the middle. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. 174 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A give. It's Monangai. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Back at the 16-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. Lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. To throw, Williams. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Santos for the Bears field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And they take a knee. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime.